Hi, my name is Isabel, and today I'm going to be showing how to put together the Burda 6911 pattern, which is what the shirt that I'm wearing, although I did change the sleeve pattern a little bit. The pattern is actually very easy, but not necessarily for the beginner sewer. If you are a relatively experienced sewer, then you will find this very simple. There are some unclear directions, but I can help you through that in this video. I would like to point out that Burda seems to be a little bit different from the McCalls and the other patterns that are out there. So it's a little bit more difficult to follow if you're just not used to it. For example, normally the pattern layouts will be in the instruction sheet, but on this particular pattern, we have it on the pattern sheet itself. And this will show your pattern layouts. I learned the hard way that it's a lot better to cut out your back piece first because that goes on a fold. If you cut out the front piece first, you may not be able to fit the back piece and you end up wasting fabric. So today I have used a couple of, and I could put another Hi, I'm Isabel, and today I'm going to be going over how to assemble the Burda 6911 pattern. I will start off by noting that with the Burda pattern, your pattern layouts are actually on the pattern sheet rather than the instruction sheet. So you can see how to lay out patterns here on whatever width of fabric that you're using. I learned the hard way that you really need to cut out the back piece first on the fold, because if your fabric isn't quite wide enough to do your front piece and you do that one first, you'll end up wasting a lot of fabric. I will also note some of the instructions in this instruction sheet are not very clear, thus my reason for doing this video, so that maybe other people won't get as frustrated as I did. I also like to copy my patterns instead of cutting them. I like the Burda style tissue paper. This is basically the same tissue paper as what your pattern sheets are. It's just in white, and it's very easy to lay it on top of here and trace it to whatever size that you need. This way you're not having to cut your pattern. It will be available for whatever size that you need it in the future. Also, if you copy your pattern first, then if you need to make any adjustments, any alterations, then you're cutting your copy instead of the original. Also, after I do a pattern, I have these little white half-sheet envelopes, and I will label whatever pattern it is and keep my cut patterns in here. Hello. Okay. So for the purpose of this video, this is just a demo. I'm not actually making a finished product with this material. I've used a couple of my husband's old t-shirts for the fabric, just because it is a knit and it's a little bit stretchy. It's not a four-way stretch, but it'll work. I have already done the back, and I've already put the neck facing on here. For this video, I'm not actually machine sewing anything. I'm just hand basting it so that you can see my stitches very clearly. We can focus on it. So this is the two front pieces. And I have transferred my marks. Here's the fold line, here's the center point, and this is the center front seam. So according to the directions, the first thing we need to do is sew a center front seam from here to here. Let's do that again. So here's our front piece. And the first thing I've already, so here is the front piece, both of them. I've already transferred my marks. Here's the fold line. Here's the center front point, and this is where the center front seam goes. So I'm going to follow step 5 on the instructions and go ahead and baste from this. So here's the front piece. I have transferred my marks. Here's the fold line, and here's our center front. And I'm going to follow now step 5 in the instruction sheet and sew the center front seam. And again, I'm basting this so that you can easily see my stitches and follow along with what's happening.
Go.
Okay, so I finished my basting stitch for the center front seam, and now I'm going to fold over for the front facing along the fold line and folding down to that mark, and I'm going to baste this.